In a bold move to build capable leaders for tomorrow, Marketplace Leadership Africa held a leadership training conference aimed at empowering Nigerian youth. Theme: the dynamic of personal, corporate, and organizational diplomacy. The event focused on teaching practical leadership skills, economic thinking, and business diplomacy. The convener of the event, Apostle Manasseh Dagon, who is also the founder of the Metropolitan Church, addressed the press during the conference. He stated that the goal of the program is to raise well-equipped leaders by training them in key areas such as negotiation, corporate diplomacy, and leadership ethics. He also said, young people are the future of Africa, but they cannot become effective leaders without proper training.
The essence of this conference is to be able to bring leaders together and to teach them strategic principles from the Bible and how to be able to administer the will of God in systems and industry. The purpose of this is to be able to mentor and to be able to give perspective to entrepreneurs and marketplace leaders to be able to understand how the dynamics of power function, how to be able to understand the power of diplomacy, how to be able to engage on negotiation on certain business tables, how we can be able to, as leaders, understand the significance of positioning ourselves to be able to be used by God to establish His counsel in systems and the nations of the earth. Leaders in Africa are yet to accept the importance of reinvention, personal reinvention. We don't invest in capacity development. So the essence of this conference is to be able to help us to be able to develop ourselves, to reinvent ourselves, to develop our capacity mentally as leaders in order for we to be very efficient in our respective industries and systems.
Pastor James Adeninka spoke on the importance of mindset and policy influence. According to him, policies don't fall from sky. They are shaped by people through thought, structure, and law. The church must take an active role in influencing mind and contributing to national development.
Policies are a product of, men putting down thoughts, putting down structures, putting down laws, legislations in place that actually govern a system. Now, I'll say the first step is this, that the church needs to come into a position, and that's why we're having this remarkable conference, by the way, to shape people's mind, to understand the position of the church. First, we need a shape mindset. Then we need people to go in there and make these things work. The truth is, you highlighted what's happening in Nigeria. The fact is, we have policies, we have systems in place. But one of the things we need to happen is the will and people to actually do. So there are systems in paper, but we need things to actually be executed. And I think that's the place where we're having a conference like this to put people in a position where, guys, we need to go out there and put into practice everything we've learned and everything we know. So it's do the work, okay, and not just do the talk alone.
Delivering the keynote address, Dr. Akinpelu, Professor of Educational Leadership, encouraged entrepreneurs to lead with love and integrity rather than greed. He also noted that technology is increasingly replacing the role of middlemen in business transactions, urging the youth to stay innovative.
I think that every business person, entrepreneur should be motivated by the principle of love. Once love is first the background, you'll find that now spans to become something to say that, okay, my consumers, I love my consumers, that's why I do what I do. I'm going to make a decent profit from it. You tell yourself that you can almost by your conscience say to yourself that, come on, if I truly love my consumers, this profit margin is practically too high for you to treat another human being like that. So I think it comes from the balance of the perspective of your motivation. So if it comes from love, but if your motivation is just from the point of grief, saying that I just want to make money and I don't want to pay attention to people, so it means that you are going to have a lot of trouble there. So I think that people first, people management first, before what is called profit margin ratio.
One of the participants, Temitope Jacob, CEO of Elegance Empire Limited, shared her thoughts on the experience. He said, as Nigeria, we need to understand how leadership, faith, and diplomacy work together. The business space in Nigeria is already overcrowded, and only exceptional delivery can set us apart.
The marketplace in Nigeria is so saturated. We have a lot of people doing different things, all right? We have the same kinds of businesses operating in Nigeria, and we as Nigerians are meant to deliver exceptionally. So when we have Nigerian brands, people that have businesses in Nigeria, we are just meant to deliver exceptionally everywhere we go around the world. That way we protect our image as Nigerians.
The conference left participants inspired and better equipped to take on leadership role in their various sectors, laying a strong foundation for a more progressive and economical vibrant Nigeria. Gilbert Amadi, Photas TV Africa.